Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to make the Avatar stones from Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra.
The first thing that we're going to do is take some of our Scupley clay of the air dry molding clay and take a large piece of it out.
Once we have our large piece of clay, we're going to start by getting it loose and getting it flat to the surface, and take our baking roller and start flattening it out so it can be a very large piece and have a flat surface. Once our clay is nice and flat and has a very large piece, our next step is by taking our PVC pipe. With the PVC pipe, it has a very sharp edge on it, which we're going to use as a cookie cutter to place it against the clay, press it down, and get our perfect circle. With this technique, we are going to make the total of 30. These will not be just ordinary circles. These will be our stones. Each of the stones will have its unique carving design, which represents each of the elements. And once we have all 30 of our stones carved, we can now wait for them to be dried for 24 hours. Once the 24 hours are done, they'll be solid as a rock. The next thing we have to do is by taking our sandpaper to get all the material off the edges of our stones. Each one of them will be nice and clean. And we're going to make sure that each and all 30 of these stones are nice and clean with no extra materials on the edges of the stones. After sanding all edges of the stones, I noticed that each of the stones has these lumps on top of the stones. So we're going to take our sandpaper so we can take our stones and get them nice and flat how they should be. So each and every one of the stones can be nice and flat, looking like this. After all stones are now sanded down perfectly, our next step is by taking our stones and start by painting them dark gray. Each of the stones will be entirely colored and also gonna have a nicer color by being dark. Our next step is by taking our templates of the design blueprint that has each and every one of the element symbols, and we're gonna tape them down on top of each and every one of the stones. After the stones has their pictures, we're going to take our Dremel Tool, set it to 4, and we're going to start by doing a light carve on the stones on each one, and then we're going to go back and go with a deeper carving within the stones to give it that nice carving look. After all the stones are now carved, we're going to take them back and paint them once again with a darker color, and we are going to carve the inside of the carving as well. The reason for this method of repainting them and painting on the carving as well is because we are going to give it that historical, ancient look of the stones. And after 2 weeks on working on them all, our Avatar element stones are finally complete.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right.